This is the test audio file that you are supposed to transcribe when applying to our Work at Home Online Typist freelance project. This is a freelance project, so this means that sometimes you have work sent to you, sometimes you don't. That's part of the nature of freelance work. There are no bonuses, there's no 13-month pay, there's none of that. It's basically freelance work. Also, you are your own contractor, so you are in charge of all your taxes, your electricity costs, and other indirect and direct costs. You have to keep that in mind. So the faster you work, the higher the quality of your work, the more you will get paid. That's how it works. This project pays a flat rate of 25 US cents per word. Do keep in mind that this rate may be adjusted up or down depending on market conditions. Regardless, we pay quite well compared to other transcription companies, and we pay in US dollars. So the higher the dollar goes, the more pesos you earn. However, we require high quality work. This is why you need to learn quickly and produce materials that meet our quality standards. This audio test transcription article is all about our minimum quality standards. So as long as you meet these minimum quality standards, we can accept your work. Your work will get accepted and you will get paid. However, the higher your quality, the higher you get paid. It really is that simple. It's all about quality. Nobody can pay you a huge amount of money if they can't sell your work or get value out of your work that is at least equal to the amount of money they pay you. Is that clear? I hope it is, because that's clear for most reasonable people on the planet. Here are the quality standards. Make sure you follow all instructions that are outlined in these quality standards. Apply these quality standards to this text itself. This is not just a test of your ability to transcribe. It's also a test of your ability to follow English instructions as well as edit your own work. The program cannot use people that can't follow instructions, and the program cannot use freelancers that cannot edit their work. You have to have some level of grammar, spelling, and sentence construction skills. That's non-negotiable. You have to have very good English skills. The program doesn't require that you have to have a college degree. This project or this program doesn't require that you have to have experience. With that said, your work product must still meet these quality standards. As long as you meet these quality standards, it doesn't matter where you come from, what your age is, or where you graduated from school, or whether you graduated from school. All that doesn't matter. This program only works This program only looks at your performance. With that out of the way, and as long as you're clear about that, here are the quality guidelines for this Work at Home Online Transcriptionist program. So, subheading number 1, transcribe all words. Make sure that you transcribe all the words in the audio files correctly. You will receive an MP3 file, and it's your job to make sure that you listen to every word and you transcribe it correctly. There are many words in the English language that sound similar to each other. You have to know enough about the context of the English sentences and English usage to know which word is which. You have to transcribe the right word. Number 2, listen to the instructions in the transcription. In certain cases, when the person is doing the dictation says, scratch that, that means that the last sentence the person said has to be deleted. Also, when the person says, note to transcriptionist, it means you should pay attention. This means that the person dictating is giving you instructions as to what to do with the text. Usually, A note to transcriptionist means that you will have to put an apostrophe or format the text a certain way or click the return button a certain way. There are special instructions when the person says note to transcriptionist. Pay attention to that. Also, when the person dictating repeats him or herself at least twice, this might mean two things. Either he or she is emphasizing a part of the text, in this case you leave it in, or it might mean that this person is editing him or herself. For example, if I say Google is factoring in bounce rates as part of its algorithm updates. Google is factoring in error rates and load rates as part of its algorithm updates. Do you notice that the two sentences are almost exactly the same except for a small part? The second sentence is the correct sentence. You need to know the difference between reiterating a set of words and actual self-editing. In a self-editing scenario, you should use the last sentence, or you should use the last instance the sentence is dictated. When the person dictating says subheading, you're supposed to use the next sentence in a line by itself and click the enter button twice. In other words, the next sentence is supposed to be your subheading. Make sure you pay attention to this. Number 3, no grammar errors. After you've transcribed all the texts correctly and after you have edited the materials for duplication or corrections made by the person dictating, you have to edit for grammar. The first way to do this is to read every line of the text that you have transcribed. Read it aloud. You have probably read a lot of English materials in the past, then you know and have a basic understanding of grammar issues. Clean as much of the grammar problems in this text as possible. Also, the program has given you a URL of a free grammar error detection software. Use this software after you have deleted, or scratch that. Use this software after you have edited your materials manually. Don't expect this software to catch all the errors. Number 4, no spelling errors. As part of your screening process, we have included instructions on downloading software that has a built-in spell checker. Load your transcribed text into the spell checker. Make sure that you knock out and fix any spelling issues. Any text that you send to us must not have any basic errors like spelling errors. If you want to make good money, you have to make sure your materials have no errors. If your materials have spelling issues, then you will be stuck at the lowest pay rate. Number 5, punctuation. Pay attention to punctuation. These materials are being dictated. Sometimes when there are pauses, that's a good time to put a comma. But this is not always the rule. Pay attention to the text that you are transcribing and use your English training and English schooling to figure out where the most logical places to put punctuation marks. Also, make sure to know when to create a new sentence. Sentence construction is a very important part of determining the quality of your work. Now, if your work has serious or consistently bad sentence construction issues, you're not going to make much money from this project. In fact, if your text requires a lot of editing, the program will probably not send you any further work because it costs too much money to fix your work. This is why you need to read everything that you transcribe to clean up any errors and also to format it correctly. Make sure to pay attention to punctuation and sentence construction. Number 6, formatting. Typically, you will be getting audio that must be transcribed into a commercial grade text. It's very important that you format your article so that it looks like a commercial and professional article. This means that you don't transcribe O, and other random sounds. Right now, when somebody's dictating, they tend to make those sounds because they're thinking to themselves. Obviously, you don't write that down. Make sure that the article is formatted so it looks ready to publish. Number 7, pay attention to heading and other instructions. Sometimes you will get heading instructions as to the client designation of your text and other crucial details. Make sure you pay attention to these and you follow instructions. Following instructions is a key component of whether the program determines your work as quality or not. If you consistently fail to follow instructions or your work has too many errors, either you will get less work or you get stuck at the bottom rate or you stop getting work at all. You have to remember the value of your work must exceed the amount being paid to you. That's how it works. So if you are focused on providing the best value possible and autographing your work with high quality, chances are good that you will make money with this program. Subheading: Final words. This work-at-home transcription program is not for everybody. It is for people that know how to follow instructions. It is for people that work quickly. It is for people who are committed to excellence. It's okay if you started with a few errors here and there, but if you really want to make money with this program, you have to quickly learn and increase your quality quickly. This program is serious about paying people top rates for quality work. The quality work has to be there. If you don't produce quality, you don't get paid top rates. It's that simple. Nobody starts at the top. If everybody has to prove themselves from the bottom. So if you understand that concept and you believe that concept or you believe in that concept, and most importantly, willing to put in the work, then things should work out for you. However, if you expect things to be easy and you don't really expect to learn, you're probably better off trying other work-at-home projects or freelance websites on the internet. Thank you for your time, and we look forward to a high-quality transcription from you.